Hi guys, and welcome to Strawberry Lemon. My name is Melody, and for my first video ever on this channel, I wanted to do a short intro to myself and to what I'm planning for this channel and why I started this channel. So for this channel, I wanted to mostly focus on books. I think I'm gonna do a lot of book recommendations of books that I've enjoyed and think that you enjoy, because I feel like when reading, at least for me, I'm like, I love this book, and then maybe a couple years later, I'm gonna be like, I know I really like this book, but like, why did I like this book? So I can always look back on these videos and see. I'm also experimenting with a lot of stuff like guitar and cooking and things like that. So I might do some recipes, things about school, college life, and in the future I might have some vlogs with friends or challenges with friends to like keep all the memories, because I never back up any of my photos or videos whenever I switch to a new phone, so I lose a lot of things. So I'll have some of that on my channel as well. And for kind of a sneak peek into what I'm planning for the channel right now, I decided last month that I'm going to participate in my first ever readathon, which will be the Make Your Myth Taker readathon, and I'm going on the Viking path. I'll link the video down below that Ashley from A Frolic Through Fiction made announcing this readathon. And I'll also be participating in the Blackout Buddy Read, which was created by Shay from Books with Shay. I'll link that down below as well. And for this read along, we're going to be reading two books, which is White Fragility by Robin DiAngelo and White Rage by Carol Anderson. And I'm participating in this because I feel that it is really important to always educate ourselves and not expect other people to educate us, because that isn't their job. And with everything that is happening right now, particularly in the United States, it is especially important for us to educate ourselves and become better allies to the Black community. And it shouldn't just be something that, in a sense, a lot of people might kind of forget about once this stops becoming like a trendy topic. And I feel that education plays a really big role in that, because what happened to George Floyd and Breonna Taylor and so many others isn't something new, and we shouldn't only support the Black Lives Matter movement just when it's trendy to support this movement, or when your friends will call you out because you're not showing your support. And I hope people will continue showing their support in a couple of weeks, because Black lives always matter. We shouldn't only be supporting Black content creators, Black business owners, Black authors, only when it's trendy to do so. And I hope people remember to keep donating when they can, to keep signing petitions, and to keep educating themselves. And yeah, I haven't read either of these two books for the read-along, so I thought that this would be a good way to continue educating myself some more. Yeah, so that's what I have planned for the channel so far. I will put the montage video of a little bit about me, and then after we'll talk about why I started this channel. hope you like that little video compilation thing. And so for why I started this channel, these past few months, especially with all of us being in quarantine, I think I've been home since middle of March when spring break happened, and it really leaves you a lot of time to yourself and to reflect on yourself. And I was like, wow, what have I been doing besides school and everything that is working towards my goal for a career? I realized that I haven't really done anything purely selfishly for me, just to take care of yourself. You know, you gotta like have something. All I've been doing is just sleeping and watching TV. I mean, don't get me wrong, I really love watching TV. I can get really connected to the characters and cry when they die, and I'm like, no. But TV isn't something that will bring me joy, I guess. I feel that if you ask anybody really what they do on their free time or what their hobbies are, I guess, one of their answers would probably be watching TV or watching movies, because a lot of people watch TV and watch movies. It's a good way to pass time, but it's not, for me at least, something I'm passionate about, something that brings me joy, that I love doing. It's just something to do. And looking back, I realized that one of the only things that I've kind of consistently come back to doing would be reading. My reading journey has been like so rocky and bumpy. I started reading in, I'll say, 3rd grade, because I don't know if other countries have this, but I think a lot of schools in the United States have this. It's called a Scholastic magazine, and you can tick off boxes and buy books and they get shipped to your school. And I was all for that in 3rd grade. I was so into reading, going to the library. It was the best thing ever. And then I stopped reading when school started getting a lot harder in 7th grade probably. And then just focused mostly on school and on working towards my goal for a career. I want to be a physician assistant, so I would do volunteering and I would learn more about the medical and health field and really work towards that goal, and kind of stopped reading altogether. And I feel that it's really important for me to remember that my career isn't what makes my life, because I'm not saying it's not important to work towards your career because you need a job to live, you need a job to get money, to eat food, to have a roof over your head. But your career isn't your only thing in life, is what I'm saying. Because no matter how much you love your job, at the end of the day, your job is not something that you do for just yourself and to take care of yourself. And I need to remember that in a sense, because how well you do, how much motivation you have for studying, where your mental state is at, what you're thinking, how your mood is, really does depend on how hard you work on yourself. And yeah, that's why I'm starting this channel, and I hope you guys will stay with me and see where it goes. I don't know a lot of booktubers and YouTubers in general, so if you want to comment down below your favorite ones. And yeah, anyways, I should have a video next week, probably on Thursday, but that's it for now. Bye!